Whoops. Hey everyone, what is up? We about to pick the game back up. Day 3. Right, so the last time where we last left off, I think we just finished a sync. Right, yeah, we just finished the sync within A set, or Iris. I think we're just outside of the sync machine, whatever it's called. Yeah, and this locker laughed at us. That was weird as hell. Alright, Pewter. Let's go over all this again.
I don't believe there's any meaningful connection between the original and new Cyclops serial killings, I mean.
Why is that?
The culprit is not the same. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
How can you be so sure?
Because I can.
Probably
Don't worry
just
about
because
it. Just trust
the
me.
difference in eyes? Or they think I did it? Or they know that I committed it in the past?
In the Somnium earlier,
I say
I
they
saw
know
someone
as
else
if
who
I
might be
know,
the
but-
criminal. Who was he?
I wouldn't know. The Sinker does not always experience the Somnium they expect. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. When using the sync machine for an investigation, we don't always see the memories we expect to see. True, oftentimes a subject will subconsciously want to express their dark secrets and repressed memories.
But, so, this is just one thing that I just randomly thought of. Why didn't we see Iris in Somnium in her subconscious? I know at least with who was it the first time? Mizuki? She was inside of it. And it would make sense if it's kind of like a dream state or a dream world that you would also be in, like, inside of your own, like, dream, right? But Iris wasn't,
That is
which
why
is kind
we
of
see
weird.
them so often in Somnia, and why those Somnia are so useful for criminal investigations. But this is not a guarantee. We cannot control the content of our dreams, after all.
True.
Remember what the boss said this morning. The original Cyclops killer has yet to be brought to justice. After the investigation got going, it was taken over by the government and classified.
Hasn't been brought to justice, but they, like, act like they know who did it, but still say that they don't know who did it, and he was never caught. Which, man, it gives me such vibes that it was Date.
That was the last we heard anything about it. Of course,
Plus the
they paid
timelines
lip
with his
service
memory
to the
loss just
idea
adds
that
up.
the investigation was ongoing, but in reality, it was dropped completely. It's like I told you before. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. This can be expressed as an equation. Dream D equals memory A plus memory B plus memory C.
Man, I was never good at
This,
math.
of course,
Come on.
means that Dream D is a fictional event. However, the same cannot necessarily be said about memory A, B, and C. Those happened in reality. In other words, fiction is built
What?
from combinations of reality.
So what I saw in Somnium earlier,
Yes,
Had pieces
I
of the
believe
truth.
Iris actually witnessed those events.
Okay, yeah. Are all memories real? Well,
Pewter,
no.
you
They all
said
have
that
truth
memories
in them,
happen in
probably,
reality,
right?
But what about false memories? How do we know if the memory really happened?
Even false memories are built from the pieces of real ones. If you disassemble those pieces, you will find real events.
What about things you see in movies or television?
The events might be fictional, but the experience is not. Our imaginations are limited to what we have seen. We cannot invent something whole cloth.
Okay, yeah, so there has to be at least a little bit of truth in everything. Which is probably exactly why Iris saw all those events. But as Iris may have hinted to in the past, she might be able to see the future and was simply like projecting or something. Like that's how she like uses her clairvoyance. It's like she's actually there, and so she was the red figure. Because it's not like the blue figure ever like straight up acknowledged that the other one was there, right? Yeah, talk about the blue figure.
Help me understand this. What I saw during the sink earlier, that was the scene of the original Cyclops serial killings, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the person doing the killing was the original Cyclops killer.
Right.
Did you see him? He was...
I
Me.
saw
Yeah,
your
it was Dante.
face. The original Cyclops killer was...
It can't be. That's impossible.
But if that were true, then why would Iris be so like okay with us being around her? Like she seems to actively want to be near us for some reason.
Date, you cannot say that for certain. You have no memories past 6 years ago.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer.
And I really want to think that,
You're
but
missing your left eye,
I don't think they would do that.
so you steal them from others.
But we are definitely involved somehow. Like we have to be.
I'm kidding. You can't be the Cyclops killer.
Really?
Of course not. Do you think I would hire a serial killer?
All they do is say that it can't be Date, but they haven't like given us reason for it.
You
They
interrogated
haven't
Iris
proved it to
before
us.
the sink. What you saw in the Somnium was just a manifestation of the fear you put in her.
We did spook her a bit.
Didn't I tell you? The entire case is a state secret. No matter how many times you ask, I won't tell you anything.
Come on.
The Cyclops killer appeared 6 years ago.
We
I
lost our
lost
eye.
my memory 6 years ago.
Oh, sorry.
There has to be some kind of connection.
There isn't. It's a coincidence.
Tell us
Really?
why.
Really.
Real sus.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
That means Iris must know about the killings.
Exactly.
6 years ago, Iris was 12.
Did she witness the crime at age 12? And not just one, but all four?
That would be a pretty weird coincidence for her to see all four. No idea how she would. I didn't learn anything from speaking with Boss and Pewter. If anything, the mystery only grew deeper. Ah, I feel that, Date. Pewter shook me from my thoughts.
Dante, it looks like Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
Plan to interrogate a little girl again. Well, she's 18. That's relatively
Hey,
little
Iris.
compared to Date.
About that dream earlier.
Dream? What dream?
There is no point in asking her, Date. The subject of a sink does not experience somnium in the way that you do. They will not remember it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Then what about the Cyclops killer from 6 years ago?
Cyclops killer?
Wait, didn't Mizuki remember our sync though? I thought she
I
did.
remember hearing it on the news. But I was just a little girl. I don't remember anything specific.
You don't?
No,
What about the scene of the murder?
I don't know. I've never been there.
But
What about that warehouse? we were
Dreams
in?
are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
Oh, what if the mysterious father figure of hers is the killer? At least the original
Date,
Cyclops
could
killer.
you take Iris home?
huh?
We do not have enough evidence to hold her. Even in Somnium, we couldn't find anything.
I don't know.
The
I
law
think they found some
demands that
pretty
we
interesting
release her.
stuff.
You cannot decline, Date.
Oh, I wonder if... It definitely seems like they're injecting Date with something, right? I would imagine it's to keep
could we make a stop
some
first?
sort of thing about him under control. However, with A, that reflection in the glass, and that laugh that we heard, oh, and the fact that he was very close to shooting up the Yakuza people, I wonder if he has something like multiple personalities. And like another personality was a killer? But Date, the personality of Date, is like what we play as now. And that's why people like that. And whatever they're injecting into Date is what's keeping him under control. Or like repressing the other personality or something like that.
Sure. Where?
Marble. It's a bar in Golden Yokocho.
You know about that place?
Yeah,
That's where Mama
Mr.
is.
Okiura took me before.
Yikes.
Why do you want to go there?
There's something I want to talk about.
We can't talk here?
It might take a while.
Well, this is a very long highway,
What do you
apparently.
think?
There's no reason to refuse. Besides, there's a lot I want to ask her, too. Alright, sure.
Guess we're going. Iris nodded and pulled out her phone. Is she sending a Nile message to someone? I was curious, but I didn't want to pry. I turned the wheel and drove to Marble. Marble, Sunday, 9:41 p.m. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. When we walked in, I didn't see Mama anywhere. To my surprise, I saw Ota sitting at the counter. Probably who she was
Tessa!
texting.
Oh, Ota!
Or not. He just happened to be here. What are you doing here? Where's Mama?
Oh, she left a little while ago. She said something about going to help an acquaintance. She told me to watch the place until she got back.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here.
I wasn't particularly surprised. Yeah, neither am I. But why is he here? Mama's always depended on the kindness of strangers, ever since she opened Marble. Very surprised about that one. Is it your phone broken?
No, this is my new one. You're thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle. I was nihiling with Tessa earlier. She said she was going to Marble, so... I got here just before you did. Look, I was really worried about her. She was about to be charged with a serious crime.
She was just being investigated. Wasn't gonna be
This
charged.
actually works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota. It's about a Nile message you sent Iris. You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that thing. That you'd stay quiet no matter what. What were you talking about?
Do you really think he's gonna say anything?
Well,
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay? But before I tell you, who's that?
What?
At
What?
the door. Someone's standing outside.
Oh. What the heck? There was something sketchy about Tessa, I guess. Didn't think he'd go full accomplice mode, though. Okay, so we wake up like several hours later. What the hell? I thought I could trust those two. When I woke up, I was laying on the sofa.
Where am I?
My head was killing me, and my memory was foggy. I felt sudden pain in my neck. But we did get tased, bro. Don't tase me, bro. I shot up, rubbing my neck. When I looked over the counter, I saw a monster staring back at me. That's mean to call Mama. Yeah, it took me a few seconds before I realized it was just Mama.
It looks like you're awake now.
As Mama spoke to me, it all came rushing back. I remembered everything. Probably have it recorded too. If Iba was doing her work. Although Iba did shut off. That is a weird freaking painting. Dude, I'm zooming with the radio. Can't shut it off though. Still 9 bottles? Oh. Yeah, dude, where the hell is Ota? I'm gonna beat that kid.
Ota, the boy I asked to watch the bar?
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
And he did just freaking
He was
tase
already
me.
gone when I came back. All I saw was you getting your beauty sleep on the floor.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
It appears that he took off with Iris.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun. I have rebooted
Yikes.
in safe mode and am now operational.
It'll be 3 o'clock soon.
Probably
In the morning,
closing.
of course.
Why didn't you wake me up?
I tried. You wouldn't budge. I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't drunk?
No. Motherfucking stuff.
Didn't have a single drop.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle. Just like the old days.
Did you see any bottles around me, Mama? Was there any evidence that I was drinking? I don't think there was.
Date, the boss is calling.
Oh, how am I gonna
This is
report
gonna
this
be
one?
weird.
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency.
Here we go.
Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
Oh no. She's alive at least?
Iris!
Is it Ota? Oh god. Ota wouldn't do this.
No, that's...
How did this happen within
The
like
criminal is streaming
5
this live.
hours?
Iba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Okiura?
And he's like, trying
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
Ota, how'd you let her get taken? You'll tase a police officer, but you won't protect her from a serial killer? Come on, man.
What's our ETA?
Our destination is far from here.
Oh,
20 minutes at the fastest.
jeez.
Please, please let me make it in time.
The left eye's already
Sick
gone.
bastard!
Bear costume? Oh no. That's way too tall to be Ota. Oh yeah, we're not making it on time.
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Ota!
What?
Stay away from Tessa! Ah!
What are the chances of that being staged? I don't know why I'm so suspicious. Well, no, I'm suspicious because she fucking smiled after they tased me. They didn't raise a high-pitched scream. But I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed. Now Ota's all beaten up.
No, it can't be.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it, you bear.
No.
Ah,
Stop!
bears these days, man. Oh, they actually show it. Oh, gosh. Oh, I didn't expect that. Oh, there's a skip button. Is this when they reveal that I can go back in time?
No!
Oh, God. Guess not. Ooh. Go, run, 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 run. It's too late, what I'm talking about. Maybe Ota's alive, though? Oh, the saw is still going. Wait, what? What? What is this bear costume?
Ota.
What is happening? Were there multiple saws? Alright, leave of the day. Are we interrogating ourselves?
There you are. Finally. I was looking all over for you. It's rare to see you down like this, but it's understandable.
Yeah, you'd never
You
guess what
blame
happened.
yourself for this, don't you? Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble, and about letting Ota get the upper hand on you. Am I right?
Yeah.
Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks? Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide. Ota had a selfish love for Iris. He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris
don't think he
refused Ota. So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife, killed her, then killed himself.
As easy as it would to say that, I don't think that's what it was.
That's ridiculous. Ota would never kill Iris. And how do you explain the other two murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko. Those three murders were definitely executed by the same person. The new Cyclops killer. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit.
I agree,
Too many
Dante.
contradictions, like killing Iris.
Such as?
Well, why would he fake a third person being there, right? If that was his true intent, what would be the point? Are we being interrogated right now? To record interrogations, yeah, and that red light's on. Don't like this. Alright, boss. Yeah, Otis' behavior during the video.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the stream. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The
Why would
only
he stream
reason
it
you would show yourself
as
like
well?
that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person. That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice cutting machine himself? I don't buy
think
it.
So. He also had no incentive to kill Renju.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it, making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
Good points, Sate. Good points. Yeah, what about the polar bear costume, huh?
The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity. But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
And he had no intention to kill
Shoko
or
was
reason
married
kill
to
Shoko.
Renju. Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch.
Yeah.
They've been divorced for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
There are some additional discrepancies.
Thank you, Aiba.
I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Are you sure?
I am.
Where was the taser he used on me? I told the boss what Aiba found.
Oh, I know that.
Well?
Ota could have stabbed himself. Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice cutting machine.
Why is she working against me right now?
Then, shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
She's being real sus.
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Boss, come on. Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
Well, I wasn't being serious.
I should hope not.
I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning. I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Really?
Okay.
Yes, really.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice cutting machine. And then...
Yeah. The old saw treatment.
Then, who is the culprit?
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims. But Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
He had both of his
Right.
eyes as well.
And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What connects these 3?
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
Well, they're all
You think the
connected
new
to
Cyclops
Renju.
killer is related to
right?
them somehow?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's a good starting point.
It's the receptionist. Ooh. Yeah, let's talk about Mizuki.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all 3 victims.
Not the killer, though.
Shoko and Renju were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris. She was good friends with Ota, too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all 4 of them. Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous.
Especially since she got the text to discover her mother. About Iris's mother. He told me.
Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates. And she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way. No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me.
She also doesn't have use of her right arm. And I'm pretty sure the polar bear used... Oh, I'd have to watch that video again. Did the polar bear use their right hand or the left hand?
Renju and Shoko were connected to the Kumakuras. But there's no connection to Iris.
And what about poor Mayumi?
Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju. Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemnis Gate either. And since Renju is the president... Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her.
Or her own son.
And above all else, she would never harm her
Yeah,
only
okay.
son, let alone
It's like, are
kill
they
him.
just gonna leave that part out?
Renju, Shoko, and So. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras. But again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
Yeah. At least not yet. And there's me, prime suspect.
I know Renju and Shoko. And I'm connected to Iris.
Ooh, I could be the next target.
But I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them. No, now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago
Perfect
are missing,
alibi.
but I still have my memory of recent events. And if I start doubting myself now...
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new Cyclops killer. I
That's
have
right.
been working with
I
you
basically
for
have
years.
like a second person inside me.
I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
I thought it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's
That
only one
jack
thing you
shit,
can
yo.
do.
Can we
Continue
investigate
your
the new one?
investigation.
Yeah.
Do whatever it takes to get the culprit. To get justice for the victims.
You're right. Got it, boss.
Let's do this. Oh, we have a lot of places. The Date residence. Oh gosh, that looks run down as hell. Well, the cold storage warehouse is probably the most important place to investigate. And honestly, I don't want to be the one to break the news that her son was killed. So we're not going to the diner yet. I forget after to continue. I stepped into the cold storage warehouse. The air conditioner wasn't running, but it was still cold. The temperature hadn't raised much at all. The cold air sunk into my skin. But the center of my body was burning hot. Shelves with boxes, hello. Packed with cardboard boxes. No clues there. Box. Nothing in it. Tragic. Bloodstained bee. He was stabbed first. Box. It's empty. Alright, camera. What is
A video
laptop
camera.
then?
This is what the criminal used to stream.
Alright. I'm not gonna show
All
the
of
whole
these
clip.
items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It
Well,
would be
that right arm
difficult
was
to
lifted a
determine
little bit, so
suspect
I'm
from them.
100% not the mother.
I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse.
My little
Okiura
hacker.
Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it. I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras, the same Okiuras we know.
Forgetting who the Okiuras are.
Renju's father created the company.
Oh my god, it's that family. How did I forget?
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious.
Yeah, it is. Super suspicious. If the camera and laptop used for the stream, okay, that's all I get from them. Alright, let's take a look at the ice cutting machine. Iris and Ota were sliced in two by this ice cutting machine. Iris and Ota.
Iris's estimated time of
Using
death
the right hand.
and cause of death have been confirmed. The video was not a recording. It was a live stream, filmed in real time.
Oh god.
Which means Iris's time of death is 3:20 a.m.
Look at the machine.
Iris also had her left eye removed.
Yeah.
Why killed like that?
And like Renju
He-
and
like-
Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered.
But why was this one live streamed? All of the other murders were kind of done in private and then were discovered. Either through making someone go there or put it in a pretty like easily discovered place. Like a maid cafe. But this one they just straight up live streamed it. For no reason. Well, not no reason, but
Right here. Iris and Ota were...
oops.
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
just before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
And the cause of death.
Saw.
Right, about that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound or...
The ice cutter.
I cannot determine that. I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal. Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death. If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
Maybe Ota was trying to help Iris jump the criminal. That led to a scuffle, and Ota ended up with a knife wound in his side. He lost all his power to fight back. Yeah, a knife will do that. He was forcibly put inside the costume, then finally cut open by the ice cutting machine.
But why? Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
Unknown.
Whoa, that's the entire investigation?
Date, we should get moving. Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly.
Okay.
We will not
okay.
find anything of importance here.
Yeah, you're right.
You can ask CSI to inform you if they find anything.
Wait,
All right.
better. Okay, they actually won't let me do anything with forklift. I don't see anything special. Well, this frozen
This
forklift.
forklift is old. It does not appear to be functional. It has not been moved in some time.
Tragic. Overhead crane, maybe? Nothing. Nada. Bloodstain. Okay, yeah, I probably could figure that one out. The body's not here anymore. Still an option for the map. I guess I'm doing a little bit more investigating. An oil drum. Unlikely to be a clue. It looks like the ones that were in the last murder scene, though. More the overhead crane.
There are only a few items on the shelf.
Is this warehouse not in use?
I don't know. Ah. Back to the workbench. Right here, Iris knows. Yeah. Back to the forklift. The tire and floor are covered in layer of ice. Alright, probably gonna ask this dude. Hello, Inspector. Any clues?
No, nothing so far.
Is this Kagami by any chance? Let me know if you find anything. I let them know, then left the warehouse. I left the warehouse, I saw Pewter. What was he doing here? He walked up to me while I was trying to work it out. Hello,
Date,
Gordon.
I have to talk to you about something.
Here we go.
Huh?
About the original Cyclops serial killers.
Oh boy, you're finally getting information.
Why this all of a sudden?
Because I want you to solve this case, Mr. Date. I want you to find who did this and bring them to justice. So, if I can help you, even a little.
Why didn't you say anything at Abyss?
The boss was there. I couldn't speak openly in front of her. So I decided to meet you here.
All right. Let's hear it.
Earlier, I told you that I was completely certain the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes.
Can you tell us why now? Is that what's about to happen?
I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
Didn't need that flashback, but thank you.
Let me explain why. I'll start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops killer.
It's you.
Although, it's more accurate to say killers.
More than one?
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice. One of them was born a murderous psychopath. The other is Rohan Kumakura, the previous chairman of the Kumakuras.
Oh, shoot.
They each had a role to play. The murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball.
What? But why? Also about Rohan.
18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye. She was
What
already
the
dead.
heck?
He put his finger into her eye socket and gouged it out. The reason why was simple. He was fascinated by women's eyes. Their beauty stimulated his greed and his desire to possess them. He
Oh,
needed to have them,
what a
to
bastard.
make them his own. Driven by this instinctive impulse, he took the woman's eye. From then on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes of dead women. He was very particular about his need that the eye belonged to a deceased woman. But even being the head of a Yakuza gang, there weren't too many opportunities for him to indulge.
I would hope
His
not.
deepest, darkest desire went unfulfilled for years. However, he soon met his ideal partner,
The
the
murderous
aforementioned
psychopath.
psychopath. The Cyclops killer would commit the murder, and Rohan would take the eye. Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship was established. This was the origin of the Cyclops serial killings. At about the same time, you were assigned to Abyss.
Okay, can we know? Yeah, why did it get classified? That's kind of important.
That, I don't know.
The details of
So
the
only
original
Boss would know,
Cyclops serial
probably.
killings case have become nebulous
She hiding
over
stuff.
time. Even the official investigation material contains nothing of value. I am unable to draw any conclusions from them.
You really have no idea?
If I did, I would tell you.
What about the murderous psychopath?
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affection, and trust. It is colloquially referred to as the love hormone. It causes a tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves stress.
Ooh. Ooh. What if... Because Aiba and other people have made references to injecting Date with stuff, right? If Date is the murder psychopath, what if he's getting this stuff injected to him? Like, that's what Aiba does, mostly. Is just keep him dosed with it.
It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
That's why he's able to actually
I'm
care about
sure
people
you
now.
know what this implies, but he was unable to feel love in the way that we do. However, he was able to experience a substitute, His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel satisfaction through other means. Due
Also
to the
known as
unique
murder.
idiosyncrasies of his brain, he was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins by performing a certain action.
What was it?
Murder.
Dopamine is a hormone linked to the reward system of the brain. The pleasant feeling attained through accomplishment is dopamine. Endorphins are a kind of brain narcotic. They dull pain and create a feeling of happiness.
He got pleasure from killing people?
Yeah.
It's slightly more
You
complicated
did,
than
Dante.
that. Killing people was the only way he could get pleasure. He was 12 when he took his first life.
Jeez.
That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder, which he would do again and again.
Alright. Go ahead and summarize for me, Peter.
The original Cyclops killer had an accomplice.
There were 2 Cyclops killers.
And one of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
Right.
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death 1 year ago.
Yeah, but is
That
that actually
means-
true?
Pewter, tell me this. One of the original killers is dead, I know that. But that means one remains. Who is he?
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police. They actually picked him up on other charges. But, in any case, he is currently serving a life sentence in Fuchu prison.
Fuchu prison?
I missed what that was. That's just 4th murder. He was arrested by the police. Okay.
Yes.
What's his name?
In prison, he doesn't have a name. He is simply called Number 89.
Number 89.
Wait, wasn't it number 89 the one who called us? Or called, They called HQ and said there was going to be another murder, right?
I know who killed Shogun Adami.
Yep.
So, now you know why I said that. That the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. Because
Well,
one is dead. and
what
the
was his
other
name
is
before
behind
he went to
bars.
prison?
Neither of them had the opportunity.
Why are they keeping that a mystery? Extremely serious. God. Whoops. God damn. Anything else we can do here? Barrier. Faceless policeman. Back to the warehouse. Warehouse. Let's go to the Date residence. Get some sleep. Find some evidence that Date is a killer. I mean, not that Monday. I'll probably check up on Mizuki. Yeah. Small animal frightened by a predator. Ah. I see they have a wide array of fashion choices, huh? What the fuck's up with the pipe? Select. Mizuki's favorite metal pipe. Oh, it's hers. And a backpack. Pot? Is there anything in the pot? My refrigerator. My kitchen. What is that? A door rabbit? Adorabbit. Oh. I gave it to Mizuki on her birthday. It's still hanging around. Big ol' speakers. No television. Mizuki's bed. Oh, she sleeps out here. That's the entrance. Where the hell's Date sleep? The bench press? 3-feet sofa in the center of the room. She probably cares about Iris more, so I'll bring up Iris first. Alright. How about Ota? Yeah, she has it really heckin' rough. I don't even know how you would like approach this.
Mizuki must know about Iris and Ota.
Of course. The
I feel
news
so
was
bad for
distributed
her.
heavily across the internet. Not just in Japan, but worldwide.
Oh, this poor girl.
3 days ago, Mizuki discovered her mother's body. 2 days ago, her father's.
Oh, let's see.
This morning, 2 of her best friends. It is completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
Yeah.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, the poor thing. But I can't stay by her side forever.
Aiba, contact Abyss. See if they can get Mizuki a good counselor.
Understood.
I stayed with her for a while. Or for a little while. But we didn't speak. Having nothing more to say, I left. The poor bean. I don't want to go to Master. Let's go to Marble. That was our last known location. Monday, Marble.
Are you okay, honey?
Huh?
About last night. Well, at 3 in the morning, anyway.
You know about it?
It's on every channel. You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a
Several
drink.
glasses.
I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's see. I do have... I suppose you could call it intuition.
Tell me.
You want me to interact with you for it? Come on.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case.
Not again.
Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras? Shoko also has a relationship with them. You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
Yeah.
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras. That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2, 3.
3?
Is Iris
Iris?
involved? How's she
No,
involved
not
with them?
that
Okay.
one. The boy. He came here last night?
Ota?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner. He's linked to the Kumakuras as well.
Is it something involving his dad?
Have you heard the rumor?
Mama told me a similar story to Aiba's. About Soseji in the Kawasaki district. Are they trying to buy up his diner? The basic idea is this. 8 years ago, So sold his land in the Kawasaki district for 30 billion yen. Half a year later, an explosion at the chemical plant caused the land prices to drop drastically. So bought back the land for 1 billion yen. Almost like he knew beforehand that the accident would happen. So did So blow it up, or conspire to blow it up? No, that wouldn't make sense. So wouldn't gain anything from that, except for 29 billion yen. We'd end up with 29 billion yen in cash and 1 billion yen. It's a net zero. I mean, unless they build it up again, like, rebuild the value. There's more to the story. About So in the Kawasaki district.
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies. They of course look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts.
No.
I'll call those real estate companies the KE to keep it simple for you. The KE followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kawasaki.
Yeah, but I guess the Matsushita diner didn't want to sell, so they've been hounding them.
Now, back to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kawasaki?
No.
So was the one who came up with it.
I was born and raised in Kawasaki.
So
I
let's
remember the landscape of my
put a
childhood,
casino.
and I loved it dearly. But look at Kawasaki now. when I see images of the destruction on television. My heart aches like it's being chopped to pieces. But I promise you, I will revive the Kabasaki district at any cost. Casino Town Kabasaki will give new life to the city.
And new money to my pocket.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
Wow.
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kabasaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off limits. However, the air in Kabasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
There we go.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kabasaki are going to skyrocket. And all that land is owned by the KE. And by So himself. The land he bought back for $1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
He's involved in some shady business.
Hell yeah, he is.
This is just another rumor, but the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
Oh yeah.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
But there's no hard evidence of that. It's just gossip.
What about Ota and the Kumakuras?
What were we talking about again?
Ota and the Kumakuras.
Oh, right. You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kabasaki district?
Yeah, but it's not in it.
The chemical plant explosion made times hard. Foot traffic went down, sales declined. No wonder it closed down. Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion.
It's closed
and
down.
if it was
That's
intentional,
information I didn't know.
he'd hate them even more. That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
Say goodbye. Later, mama.
Thank you, Mama. I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
No, it was very helpful.
I'm glad I can help, even if it's just a little.
Well then, be seeing you.
Come back anytime.
I mean, we went from, oh, Ota is definitely involved with the Kumakuras to, he's probably involved. Let's go to Saga. These would be two really rough stops. Go here first. I believe this is Iris's house? Why is everything dark? Hello? Okay. Sagan? That found heat to me. With a hollow look in her eyes. I bet. She let me in and asked me to sit on the sofa. I agreed and sat down. But after that, I couldn't say a single word. The heavy silence weighed on both of us. Ooh. No glass of wine here.
In the language of flowers, the iris means good news and hope. When I saw the flowers this morning, I just knew something good would happen.
Oof.
Iris.
Can still interact? The one Iris is blooming. Phone. Who is this man? He does. I don't want to say he dresses. At least the drawing makes it look like he dresses kind of Yakuza-like. Because I don't want to say, oh, he looks like Yakuza, but maybe he's from the Kumakuras? Maybe? What are those things above their head? I'm just not noticing that. Ooh, oh boy, it's about to get awkward. Alright, you told me. Let's talk about Iris.
Iris was my everything.
Ooh.
We always went everywhere together. Whether it was buying clothes, or going to the movies, or taking a walk, or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. Then it was 2, then 3, and finally she could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether. She started crossing her arms, being independent, even though she needed constant attention growing up. Her
Just
memories are a part
let her
of this
talk
room.
about it. She definitely needs it right now.
And always will be. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried. One day she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her.
Oh, this is so sad.
But why?
So talk about Ota.
Oda was one of my students. I taught him in elementary school. I heard it from the police. Oda tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words.
Ooh, this is rough.
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but
No, please, tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before. The first time at the wedding, the second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Prison?
What?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger.
Number 89.
I visit them a few times a year. And by coincidence, I saw Shoko. I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
Fuchu Prison.
Fuchu, yep.
In Tokyo.
Fuchu.
Can we know who you're visiting?
Prison?
It's probably not relevant information, but I think it might be important.
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
I don't know what to do. Thinking about her.
Oh, man.
Date, please, you have to catch them. Please. Please.
I will. Trust me.
Yeah, we def can't catch him now after that. Oh boy. Alright. Masushita Diner. Gotta let Mayumi know. Oops, forgot to hit the play button. The place was silent. It was so quiet, I felt like I could hear the floating dust. I stepped inside. I thought it was empty, but I saw a shadow in the corner of my eye. It was Mayumi. It was like watching a decaying old tree cling pathetically to earth. Oh, man. A lucky cat statue. I'm sorry to interrupt. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna get me anywhere. Maybe she'll talk about Ota? What if I open with, do you want to talk about it?
This is your fault.
What?
I heard from the police. Because you didn't take care of Iris.
They tased
My boy
me.
Ota got involved.
Ota tased Date.
I looked into the investigation report. Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now.
Date
Did you not hear
tased
me?
me, yo.
I said leave!
Probably for the best anyway.
Date, let's go. She is in no state to talk.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
Alright. Back to Abyss. Ooh. This got heavy. Alright, turn to the boss's office to report. But I didn't see her anywhere.
Where did she go?
Well, she isn't always here, correct?
True.
I sat down in my usual seat and decided to wait for boss. ...
What are you doing?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
What do we have to talk about?
A summary of the investigation, perhaps?
What summary? We don't have anything new.
That's not true.
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research.
Okay.
About number 89.
Thank you. Oh, go on. What's his real name?
Unknown.
You don't know?
No such person is listed in the family registry. It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown. However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan.
What about the new Cyclops killing with
Pewter
him?
claims that there were two culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
That leaves one culprit still alive, number 89.
But he's in jail.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
I know who killed Shogun Adami.
He knows who it
If
is.
he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible.
Alright, who is number 89?
As you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills.
At least 4.
He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu
Or I guess
prison.
5, because he has the
He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
kill when he was 12.
That's what Pewter told us.
After his fourth murder, he was arrested by the police.
Oh. But the way they word that means that he committed the very first one. The very first Cyclops killing at the age of 12. Which is 6 years ago, which also happens to be when Iris was that young. Does he know Iris somehow? Or was like a classmate with her?
Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room. I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89.
Yeah, it could honestly be anyone.
After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
But number 89 knew Shoko's name.
I know who killed Shogunadami.
I think we should be able to go talk to number 89.
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible.
Let's talk to number 89. Hell yeah.
Let's talk to number 89.
All right. However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us. If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Can you arrange that?
I can.
Why would we sync with him instead of talking to him? Let's be brought to the HQ. I don't think that's a good idea. But for some reason, Boss never showed up. Is Boss the next victim? Oh, please don't kill Boss. Come on. They really don't want to show his face, do they? Let's
Sorry to
interrogate.
interrupt your busy day, but I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
What's your name?
Number 89.
Your real name.
I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? You're the original Cyclops killer, right?
That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One of the 2 Cyclops killers.
Wasn't he compliant? Where are you from?
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
I don't have time for your jokes.
Do you know Shogunadami?
Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu Prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me.
Why? What the hell? When'd you meet her first time?
A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one.
Whoa.
I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
Who killed her?
All right. Let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You've got a deal.
All
I don't
right.
believe that.
But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story. It might take some time. Is that all right with you?
I've got nothing but time.
Hell yeah, Date.
Then let's get started. The story of a lonely assassin. Once upon a time, there was a detective, full of righteous justice. Let's call him F. F found the evils of the world intolerable. F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born.
Poor
He
guy.
suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor.
Why does
Someone
F
wanted
look
for
like
the
him?
assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here. And you lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
What a creep. Oh. Damn. He said he's a detective, right? It was a detective? Yep. Right.
The culprit was unarmed, but F never served a day in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent. If the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police.
Yikes.
People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated. F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened.
Yeah, but that's not justice, F.
That was a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral one by one. He became an assassin, a lone gunman, no agent, no employer. He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner. But it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X. X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died.
Probably
Rohan
Yakuza.
Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras.
Yep.
X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
Alright.
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth. But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes. Amazing work. I'm impressed. How about you work for us? Of course, you have the right to say
You
no.
can't prove your justice by working for a gang.
But it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer. Thus, F's self-employment came to an end.
That's the
He
warehouse
became a
from
hired
Iris's
gun of the Kumakuras.
subconscious.
Rohan even gave him a code name, Falco, named for the falcon, a bird of prey.
Falco, punch!
Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night, at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life, but not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another. It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely.
Yeah, I bet not.
Time passed, and a few years back, Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach. Somehow he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last. But at that moment,
Shoko.
in his darkening vision, he saw a woman approach him. He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps. Footsteps of at least 2 people closing in. He knew immediately that they were after him. He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking. That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman. She was a teacher at some school. It was like she was from a totally different world than him. Listening to her talk,
He told me.
He would forget everything about his line of work.
He told me. Which means say he's Iris's father. Or was at least the man in the picture, right?
She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart. Falco started to become himself again. His former self. He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
So that has to be he told me.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine.
Yeah.
And her daughter. She had just turned 12.
Iris.
Why the 2 of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason. And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would. He thought long and hard. How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought.
Yeah.
He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help. And then...
silence. For some reason, he wouldn't open his mouth again. Come on, why'd you stop?
Why did you stop?
Full silence.
You mentioned a detective.
What an asshole, come on.
Was that the whole story?
He probably wants to be free first or something.
What's the connection between that and Shoko?
God damn it, answer me.
Hey, answer me.
This is a transaction, remember?
Yep. He wants to be free.
Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else. I'll give you half up front, half later. If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures. Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Don't know why Date expected anything else.
It is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon release.
Pewter.
Yes?
Start the preparations.
For what?
What do you think? The sink.
We're diving. I do not want to see this guy's subconscious.
I have injected number 89 with the usual dosage. He will not
Oh
be
boy.
waking up anytime soon. Are you ready, Agent Date?
Yeah,
The time limit is 6 minutes.
I know.
Then let's begin.
Let's do this. I just hope it's not worse than Iris's Somnium. Because that was a mindfuck. Okay, we're back at the house.
Sup?
No, not sup. Why are you sleeping on the job?
Because I want to, obviously.
Why are you getting mad at
We
me?
have important work to do. Let's go,
This
Iva.
rug feels so good on my skin, yeah?
Why are you suddenly a cat?
Playtime's over. Let's begin.
Thank you.
Stand up.
Is this the Sagan residence?
Yeah.
It definitely is. But why?
Number 89. What were you up to?
The vines are back over the thing. Like it was the very first dive.
What?
What the hell?
The green. I do not think I can pass through it.
Really wants to hide it, huh? Okay, new plan.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Let's get these mental locks. Something with a phone? Three mental locks? 4? And the door closed.
This appears to correspond to the green thing.
Okay, so green things affect other green things. Number 89 is covered in green membrane. I can't get close. Let's go. The Winter Iris is a green thing. The switch. Look at the picture, please. Thank you.
A picture.
Just a picture.
Okay, yes, that's him. And the other two. Let's fill it out.
I don't have a pen. No choice. I must use my blood.
You don't have to go
I
that
don't think.
far.
Yeah. Oh, she's doing it anyway.
The color has returned.
Hey, Iba?
What the
I
heck?
said blood, but it is not the same as human blood. No need to worry. And besides, we are in a dream.
Still, blood?
Guess that's a good
I'd
point.
feel better if you used a different word.
For example,
Body fluids?
I do not feel comfortable
Yeah,
with
we'll
that.
just stick with blood.
A phone. Should I pick it up?
We either can hang up or ignore it. We have a timey. So let's ignore. That might give us a better timey. Or go to voicemail.
It won't stop ringing.
No voicemail? There we go.
It stopped. What was that?
I don't know.
There's no option to pick it up. It was hang up and ignore it. Unless I misread hang up as pick up. Ignore the phone. Mental lock number 2.
I guess it worked?
Prevent the disturbance from question.
A switch.
We can burn 18 seconds. I think it's
An
keep that
astute
timing.
observation. I will do that. Ow! I can't pull them out. They sting me.
Don't grab the
Well,
thorny bits.
Guess we have to investigate with it.
If you're fine with whatever happens to my fingers.
Alright, well, that didn't go well. I do want to investigate the Winter Iris first.
A winter iris that blooms in the cold.
I know.
But it's green. Yeah, let's smell it. Because that did stuff last time, I think.
It smells like a typical winter iris.
But it's green.
What does a typical iris smell like?
Elegant and gentle.
Can't you just tell me what it smells like?
I had to search online for a description, but could not find one.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Oh,
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
I'm wasting a lot of time. What's cooking? Liquid.
There is some kind of liquid pooled on the floor.
Jump in, lick, stick hand in, smell. Well, we can stick our hand in at least. Only 9 seconds.
Hmm?
Whoa.
It is surprisingly deep.
Did you find anything?
Well... Oh! There is something.
A cork.
A cork for the wine bottle.
What is this substance? Green tea?
It's obviously not green tea.
I know it's green.
Perhaps it's jelly.
It's not jelly.
Oh, give me a skull. Shoot. Okay. Nothing with that, so... Book.
A book.
Oh, it's gonna force me to use it. At least these are 2 very small things, so 12 seconds isn't that bad.
F does not have parents or siblings. He was raised in an orphanage.
Yeah.
F for Falco?
Yep. This is the story he just told us. Alright, good waste of time. Ceiling fan is green.
It's a ceiling fan.
Is that like a giant desk fan?
A desk fan only moves the air immediately around it, whereas a ceiling fan circulates air in an entire room.
Oh, right.
Headbutt. Hold on. Throw something. Let's... Hold on. Do we stop it? Yeah, let's try to stop it. Alright. She probably doesn't have any actual weight. Not even a wee... No fun. Deadpan. Well, that was another waste of time. I guess we're gonna pick the winter iris. 10 seconds, let's go.
You can do it. I believe in you.
You got this, Iva.
Stop it! You're distracting me! I got one!
There we go. And it's going to green. And there it goes.
Aw, right after I pulled it out, too.
Did the green stuff react at all?
The phone's back.
It's ringing again. What should I do?
Yeah, I don't want to. Let's pick it up.
All right. Who is this? What the?
Did she just get shot through the
I
phone?
lost consciousness.
What the?
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
Let's just hang up.
What the?
Oh man. Alright.
I feel weak.
I guess the only option is to ignore it. Oh, 420 seconds, 2 minutes. Oh. Oh man. I might have to like go back to last checkpoint. 'Cause that is rough. Oh, there we go. Thank you.
It stopped. Aren't you curious who was calling?
I am curious, but what if they threaten me for money?
Or make you go unconscious.
You're a police officer. Have some backbone.
Okay. Ignore the phone. Ignore the phone. Whatever you do, ignore the phone.
I suppose we didn't do anything wrong.
At least you didn't faint.
That time. I'm gonna investigate the pot. What's cooking? Green slime.
It's a pot. Steam is rising from it. It appears to be some kind of green curry.
Oh boy, my
Maybe
favorite.
a soybean stew?
It might also be boiled green juice.
Yeah, like a slime.
A turtle ninja could leap out at any moment.
Only if it's mutant. Wear it? I don't know about that. We can heat it. Why not? I can see much time. Let's like keep cooking it.
It doesn't turn on.
God
Is it
damn
broken?
See the phone over there? Call the manufacturer.
Okay.
Please don't.
Do you think they make dream house calls?
I do not.
Yeah. That's gonna be a no from me.
A pot with...
I don't want to drink it. But I'm gonna drink it. Sorry, Iva.
What is this anyway?
You
Gotta
can tell by
figure it out.
tasting it.
I would like to know before I put it in my mouth.
Well, that's too
Cream,
bad.
right? It's gotta be gag.
Don't say such things. I'm the one who has to drink it. Fine.
Go on.
I'll have a sip.
A sip.
Iba? Hey, Iba!
Maybe she should have just smelled it. Man, I am only making wrong
Thank you
choices.
for the delicious soup.
What kind of soup was it?
Elephant.
What did you say?
What?
Elephant.
A ×3? Oh my god. Oh no. Oh. Book.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry!
Alright.
A book.
18 seconds to read a goddamn book.
F became an assassin for the Kumakuras. Rohan himself bestowed F a code name.
Yeah.
That
Falcon.
name is
Falco.
Falco.
Falco. Punch. Next one. Let's go. Book.
A book.
Let's read it. Let's go.
F stands against evildoers and brings them harsh justice.
Yeah, he became
Guy
an
sounds like
assassin.
Judge Dredd.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yes.
Yes. I think I have to figure out the ceiling fan next. The books are all done. The pot was done.
It's a ceiling.
Yeah, it's a ceiling fan. Throw something at it.
Something like this?
Just like that.
Take this! Ugh! Do not me. Be more careful.
Sorry.
Alright, maybe the switch will be fruitful.
Date,
switch.
30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Come on. Flip it.
This switch again. Last time we handled it in a different manner.
And I don't remember.
That was then. This is now.
But there are thorns. You are aware that I am the one who feels the pain.
Just don't touch the thorns.
It's fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll only hurt for a bit, then it'll be better.
Oh, it doesn't hurt.
Oh, they disappeared that time.
The light has turned on.
Okay. Full up. Boom.
A floor lamp.
I don't have time to do anything. Except for kick it. But I won't have time to do anything after that, so I am gonna have to restart. 92 seconds. I may as well restart from the beginning. When I still had several minutes left. Okay, the Winter Iris. I know what to do with the switch and the Iris. No liquid. So I'll come back to the liquid.
There is some kind.
Stick my hand in.
Hmm?
Did you find anything?
Pull the cork.
What? There is.
And now we have great success cork.
What is?
It's obviously.
Perhaps it's jelly.
It's not jelly.
It's not jelly. That gave me a death mark though. Phone ringing again. Let's see if I can do the switch. I can eat 24 seconds right now.
This switch again.
That was then.
But
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
oh, it doesn't hurt.
Just fine.
The light has turned on. It's
Agent
ringing
Dante,
again.
you've got 5
Oh,
minutes.
this is a real bad time to get a ×2. But I have to. Yeah, I don't want this ring again. Yes, it's ringing, thank you. There it goes.
It stopped.
They
Aren't
should
you
really just
curious
leave a
who was
voicemail.
calling?
I am curious, but
Why
what
would
if
they
they
do it?
threaten me for money?
You're a police officer. Have some backbone.
Okay, I'm good. Heck about the phone.
I suppose.
At least.
Yeah, at least didn't faint. Floor lamp, floor lamp.
You
A
have
floor
3
lamp.
minutes, Dante.
What to do with it? Turn it off, grab it. Let's grab it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
Why not? Send it.
Is this okay?
Don't think so.
Looks okay.
Well, oops. Because we can interact with the pot.
It's a pot. Steam is rising from it. It appears to be some kind of green curry.
Maybe a soybean stew?
It might also be boiled green.
Yeah, like
A turtle ninja.
I don't have a timing to do anything. I'll just have her smell it. It's
Roger.
cheaper.
It smells
What kind of smell?
like a gutter.
Alright, sniff it one more time.
One more time.
Relax, you shouldn't be able to smell it anyway. You're just thinking that there's a smell.
I see. You're right.
Does it smell like elephant?
It's horrible.
Alright, cool, waste of time.
A
Oh wait,
pot
that's
with
140.
greens.
They can drink it for 15 seconds.
What is this anyway?
You can tell by tasting it.
That was actually way
I
more
would like
cost
to
effective.
know
Whoops. Time effective.
before I-
It's green, right? It's gotta be gag.
Don't say fun.
There we go.
Iva?
You know, it tastes like elephant. There we go.
What kind of soup? What
Elephant.
did you?
What the hell is up with that?
You have less than
Time
2
stamp.
minutes.
I wonder if
Hurry.
there's something I'm supposed to do different. Prevent the view from blah 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 blah. Okay, not close the blinds. Doesn't look like it. I want to prevent the view.
It's a ceiling.
Is that like a...
A desk.
Oh.
So we've held on, we've thrown something. Headbutting it seems like such a stupid choice. But I'm gonna make her do it.
Ow!
No good, huh?
That's because it
It's
was
a
a stupid
ceiling.
choice. Alright. Reduce this. 4-second cost.
Blow on it. Ah.
I can't believe that's what did something.
Oh.
Out of everything else. Oh god, what's that?
What is that?
It's an eye.
Date, what are we going to do?
Close curtain. I pour on lemon juice. Ignore it. Let's just go ahead and close that curtain. If we can't see it, it can't see us. Right?
It left.
There we go. Unlock. Don't have a lot of time left for the next one.
That eye.
Do you know something about it?
Yes. It was kinda cute.
Oh, shut up, Dante.
You are insane.
It's like one of the Titans from Attack on Titan just looking at us.
What? That's...
Hitomi?
Hitomi, yeah. Makes sense to me. Oh, hey, it's the skull from the first one. What's up, dude?
A skull.
Left eye missing.
I do not see the body.
Could have her check it.
This skull reminds me of the one from before.
But didn't that one have a complete skeleton?
There is a small amount of blood flowing from the left eye socket.
What could that mean?
Victim?
Perhaps it's your head.
What about my head?
Let's break it open and see what's inside.
Let's not.
Less
Waste
than
time.
1 minute.
Need more
Hurry!
book? There's 2 more books.
A book.
Wait a minute.
What?
Oh, that's the treasure. Prevent invasion from question mark. On this book.
A book.
That's
A
6
book.
seconds isn't that much. We'll eat that time.
The smile and kind words of a wolf. Sounds like you, Doc.
No, not at all.
Really?
Okay, it's just repeating
The
back what
nourishment
Falco
is
told us
temporary.
earlier.
Then I go and check my wallet and it hits me.
Oh, I see. You are talking about that cabaret girl again.
Stop! Don't remind me.
Poor guy. Alright, he told me. What's going on?
It's Hitomi.
Let's talk to her.
Understood. Hey! Hitomi! Hitomi!
Maybe
No
she just
use.
needed a hug.
Could you try it again, but more in a fawning way?
I believe we should try something else.
But
Let it go.
But fawning.
It's Hitomi.
Yes, it's Tomi. Ooh, I can spend 1 second just to hug her. That might, like, wake her up.
Well, I suppose I will try it. She's hard.
yeah, me too. Sorry, nothing.
Nice. Come on, you told me I'm
Hitomi.
wasting all my time on this. Let's go. Let's see where I touched her. I don't think, like, that the kisser will work.
Well,
I accidentally
I
hit.
suppose I will try it.
I tried switching timies and I just wasted more time.
Yeah, me too.
I can skip it. God damn it. God damn it.
Date,
30 seconds. Alright. We'll try to kiss her.
What?
I doubt that's gonna do anything.
Kiss her.
You...
I'm like, hugging is touching. Unless she's gonna like punch her in the face.
Like...
You are like one of my limbs, Aiba.
Yes.
Like an alter ego. An incarnation of me to kiss Hitomi.
Yes.
Then it's like me kissing Hitomi, right?
No.
You sure?
Nice logic,
Because that was
Dante.
making my heart rate rise. And another part of me too.
Could it just be only your heart, please?
I guess
It's Hitomi.
just try to touch. I need to save as much time as possible, so we're just gonna use that for 4 seconds.
Where?
Well, maybe her...
Date, we don't have the time. Yes,
Her
we get it.
stomach, right?
Yeah. It's not like I'm touching her.
She's extremely hard. Perhaps due to her being stationary?
I have wasted so much time
What
on
did you
Hitomi,
say?
and she does
That
nothing.
She is stationary?
No, before that.
She's hard?
Hitomi is hard right now? Got it. That's useful information. Let's keep that in mind.
Very important information. I don't know what to interact
Wait,
with next.
I forgot. What's Hitomi's condition right now? I totally lost it.
Could you stop messing around?
God.
Or would you
Dante,
like me to crush
We
you
have
with this vice?
13 seconds left.
Hey, relax. I was kidding.
Oh, is it because I didn't do the Winter Iris? Oh, shit. Is it green? I think it's
A
green.
winter iris.
I know.
Oh my god. Oh, make it 1 second. What a great timing. Pull that bitch.
You can do it.
I got one! Aw.
Did the green stuff react at all?
It should have.
Date, you're out of time.
Oh. It has to be the skull. It has to be the skull. I have one more retry. 68 seconds left. I got this. I just don't waste all my time on Hitomi. It's really that easy. Right? Alright, Winter Iris.
A winter iris.
I know.
We'll get some progress with this.
You can do it.
Stop! I got one!
There we go.
Aw.
Did the green stuff react?
No, but that increased.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry!
We gotta get this thing again.
What?
Which means the only thing we really have left to deal with is the skull, right? Because Hitomi is just there. Export all options with her.
A skull.
We checked it last time. Let's throw it.
Would that not be disrespectful to the dead?
Dead. It's a...
Alright.
The calcium.
Sorry about this.
Whose skull was this?
Unknown. I also cannot determine the connection to number 89.
I bet once this clears, we will. All that's left are books. Right? Yeah. Bro, I don't know. Maybe we tried tearing up one of the books? I mean, this one was the last one to be revealed, right?
A book.
48 seconds? I actually can't. Delete interactions left with Hitomi. And they're double. So either I have to read all the books as well, or tear them.
A book.
Try. 12 seconds.
F does not.
F.
And no friends. Does it increase the?
Date, 30
Does not
seconds.
increase
A book.
anything. Tear it.
I wonder what these books symbolize.
They're the story
I
that
don't
he told
know.
us.
Maybe he used to oversee.
Number 89. A librarian.
That did increase. Tear him up, baby. Tear him up.
A book.
15 seconds to tear. What about you?
A book.
6 seconds. Don't know what the
Here
last
I
part
go.
is, but
What happened?
Nothing.
What?
Who is that?
that kind of spooked me.
What do I do?
Well, the thing said to prevent them from getting in. So let's lock the door.
No! Stop!
But she's alive.
Stop right there!
Boss? What is this? What in the hell is happening right now? Boss is being kind of sus. Did not expect her to be working with the Kurumas, or whatever they're called, the Yakuza gang.
Date, this is a serious matter.
Yeah, you
Where's
don't
Boss?
say.
Huh?
Boss, where is she?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since about noon.
Damn it.
Date, listen. Something happened while you were in Somnium.
Huh?
Please stay calm and listen.
Oh, did something happen with
So
Mizuki?
Sejima's body was discovered. He was cut into pieces and put inside a vase in his mansion.
That can't be.
The housekeeper found him and reported it to the police. And one more thing. So was missing his left eye.
You mean the Cyclops killer did it?
Probably.
He's the
yes.
first real. No, he's not. I was about to say first male victim, but
What is your next move,
the other guy
Date?
was killed too.
We'll deal with So later.
Bro, I don't know.
Before that, I need to talk to Boss.
I suggest checking her office.
Good idea.
She was gone earlier though. Maybe she has some files?
Not here. Where is she?
Somnium earlier was just like the dream I had 3 days ago.
What the hell is going on? What is going on?
Yeah, it's 2 people who now basically say that Hitomi was shot and killed. However, we have 100% met Hitomi.
Hitomi was shot by Rohan Kumakura? To protect number 89?
Unless she lived, and that's why she doesn't have function of her left arm, or her right arm. And there's another thing I can't figure out.
Boss.
Dude, what?
Why was Boss
the
there?
heck?
Because it was a dream? Was it completely random? No, that can't be. You can't dream of a face you've never seen. Number 89 must know Boss somehow.
It's too bad that dream didn't keep going. That's the most. I mean, that eyeball's probably most suspicious. But what about this large key?
I got it. I found it. This must be the key to solving the mystery.
Good work, Date. Now you only need to find the giant keyhole.
She right. There's a small inside. We'll keep opening it.
It's mocking me.
Don't blame the Matryoshka for your stupidity.
Damn. I doubt anything on the side is going to be the clue. What is causing that effect? Is it the stuff hanging up? AC vent. No, okay. Desk. If she had a secret, she would keep it somewhere around here. Her computer. Computers are great
Iva,
places for secrets.
Can you hack this PC?
I will try.
What? No hacking minigame?
Unlocked.
Thank you, Iva.
Logging in. I have recovered some video data. It was uploaded only a few hours ago.
Open it.
That is...
Sosajima.
That looks like Boss's arm.
Why? Why?
Boss?
Boss?
Oh man, I didn't want Boss to be the killer. Why? The case remains unsolved. Oh, this one's gonna tell me about the flowchart. Would you like to save? Yeah. I only figured out how this works because I played 999 in VLR. What time is it? 3 AM, okay. Ooh. Boss's office locked. Okay, so... which means it's gonna be flowchart time. There's still mysteries left unsolved. The real culprit, the incident 6 years ago, and Date's past. The stories behind branching points are insomnia. Use the flowchart to jump to a branching point in the Somnium. It may be hidden somewhere in that dream world. Find a new way forward. Alright, so it does work just like their Zero Escape series. Oh boy. You are here. Undiscovered. Which means we have to go back inside of... Who was this? This was Iris. Yeah, summary, mysterious room, video, strange device. That might be it, right? Okay. Alright. Well, I think I'm gonna call it there for the night. And we'll pick this up next time. So, thank you for watching. See ya.